good to be here. So today I'm going to tell you about my latest make. I made this shirt from the Burda Easy Magazine, this one over here, and as you can see it's the one that I'm wearing. This is how it turned out. It's a very comfortable shirt to wear. I've already worn it once to work. I don't know how my ironing came out, but I had to press it just before I made this video. So this shirt was the first type of collar I've made with the bias binding. I don't know if you can see, but I will show you a picture here in the insert. It was quite complicated to follow because I haven't done this kind before, and if you've been following me on Facebook you'll know I nearly ended up destroying this shirt. What had happened is I'd actually cut the wrong piece for the collar. So the piece that I'd previously cut, I don't know why I cut it, but it was a random interfacing from one of the other patterns in the book, and it was too short. It came out to about here, and I couldn't understand what was going wrong until I actually opened up the pattern, unfolded everything, and checked all the pattern pieces that I'd cut. Anyway, long story short, eventually when I finally figured out what had gone wrong, it all went together quite well actually. So I don't know if you've sewn anything from the Burda magazine, but the Burda Easy usually gives a little bit more information in respect of how the instructions are laid out, but some of the instructions are still perhaps a little bit difficult for someone who's a beginner sewer to grasp, especially if you're not familiar with the terms that they use. So for this pattern they recommend muslin gauze or linen, but I actually used cotton lawn for this because I actually originally intended to sew it at the beginning of the year, but life has a way of taking over and it didn't happen until now. So this was actually going to be a colour for spring for the office, and that's why I chose cotton lawn. But cotton lawn works very well because it breathes, and if you're also in a heated office like I am, it works really well. So this fabric, I actually bought it on eBay, and I just checked today, it's actually still in stock if it's something you want to buy. This is not the only pattern they have some other patterns as well, but the pricing is actually really good. I haven't actually managed to find cotton lawn at this price point for a long time. So the buttons, I don't know if you can actually see them, I got these buttons off Amazon. I'll include links in the bottom. I have an affiliate with eBay, but I don't have an affiliate with Amazon, and I also checked you can still get this Burda magazine on eBay if that's what you want to do. So this is actually issue 4 from 2022. Like I said, I actually intended to sew it earlier in the year. I'm very pleased with how it came out. It's got sort of kimono style sleeve. I don't know if you can see. It's very roomy and it's not restrictive at all. Actually, this would actually work really well, I think, sewn in a viscose for autumn or winter, in an autumn or winter colour, and perhaps with a slightly longer sleeve. It's something I definitely want to keep, and I want to look at sewing some more of them, perhaps in one of the other lengths. I don't know if you know the Burda Easy, but they tend to have 2 or 3 similar patterns. They tend to have up to 3 different variations on each pattern that you can sew, even though they don't have lots of patterns, but you can usually choose from 1 of 3 options, whether it's a different fabric, a different length, or something different about the finish. So I made a couple of small changes to this shirt. I like to sew flat fell seams sometimes if it makes the inside of the garment neater. So first I took my overlocker. I think you can see what I've done here. So I've taken the overlocker and I've sewn the seam, and then what I did is I actually top stitched from the outside. I don't know how clearly you can see it there. I top stitched from the outside so that I've got sort of a flat fell appearance, and what happens is the seams actually lay nice and flat over the top of the shoulder and across the front over here. I made a small oopsie when I made this one. I didn't notice that the back center was actually supposed to be cut on the fold, and I ended up sewing it with an extra seam, but it didn't actually turn out too bad. I think the finish is still very good, and you don't actually notice it with the pattern, to be honest. I've got some more patterns that I want to sew lined up, but I'm going to wait till I've actually made some progress before I share anything with you. If you want to see some more of my videos, I'm actually on YouTube as well as on Facebook. It's probably easier to find my catalogue of videos on YouTube because it seems to be a bit more difficult to find them on Facebook. So what I'll do is I'll post this on Facebook first, and then after a while I'll actually post it on YouTube. So you can actually navigate to my YouTube channel, to Facebook, or anywhere you like from my actual front page of sewandeverything.co.uk. I've also got my blog, which is linked at the home page. I'll actually put a picture here in the inset. If you navigate to sewandeverything.co.uk, if you go to home, you can actually see everywhere you can find me. So whether it's my YouTube channel, my link tree, or even just my blog, you can find everything there. I also often inset my latest YouTube video on the front page. So have a look. I'll leave the link down in the description if you want to find me. Subscribe please, and you'll see all my new posts coming up. Alternatively, follow me and make comments on Facebook. You can share your own makes. I'd love to see some of those. Thank you. Bye-bye.